Get a couple more people that will join. Just let your palms turn up. So in case you're wondering, it's pretty chilly in this room right now. So that's why we have our coats on and our socks on. So we're gonna warm ourselves up. So begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. Soften into your space. Let your feet open. You've arrived. You made it. So this week, my theme is all about how we stay present, which is obviously part of what we do every time we get on the mat. But I want to focus on one specific piece of that a little more today. So reach your arms all the way over your head, and you're going to stretch from your fingers to your toes. Good. Point your toes and reach the arms back. And then we're going to draw the knees into the chest. And just do some circles with your knees. So circling over to the right. And then circling back over to the left. And then we'll plant the feet to the mat. Step underneath your knees. And we're going to inhale and come up into a bridge pose. Good. So make sure your knees are parallel to each other. We kind of focused on this last week, this idea of squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, like as if you have a block there. So think about that. And maybe walk the arms underneath you a little bit and interlace the hands and roll your shoulder blades towards each other, pressing down as you lift up. And then slowly lower all the way down. Good. And let your knees come into your chest. And we're going to float the knees over to the right, arms in a T, head to the left. So the practice this week is about the 3 elements that help us stay present. And the third one is the one we're really going to focus on today. So the first one is this reminding ourselves of our long-term intention, right? Like, what's the end game? What is really important in the grand scheme of things? Sometimes we lose sight of that in the immediacy of life. Draw your knees back to center, float them over to the other side, change your gaze. So that's number 1. And then number 2 is our formal practice. Our formal meditation practice. So if you think about meditation, it's like exercise for your brain in mindfulness. So it's like going to the gym for your brain to help train it to be more mindful. That's number 2. And then number 3 is the informal practice. And that's kind of the sweet spot, in my opinion, because that's the one we get to do all the time. Draw your knees back to center, and you're going to hug the right knee into your chest and let the left leg come all the way to the floor. From here, we're going to interlace the hands behind the head, thread the fingers together, let the elbows point out. Good. And then slowly lower the right leg down. Keep the hands behind the head. So we're going to create a little bit of an abdominal warm up here, which we're going to really feel a warming up happen, which we need. So as you inhale, you're going to bring the right knee into the chest and lift the chest. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten the leg up to the sky, which I can almost do. Good. And then we're going to lower the right leg, but hover it off the mat. And then the next time you bring it up, you're actually going to bring it out to the side. Okay, good. And exhale, lower down. So it's inhale, right knee in. Exhale it back. Inhale, straight up. Exhale it back. Inhale it out to the side. Exhale it back. Good. Couple more like that. Inhale, knee in. Exhale it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, bring it back. Good. You can start to feel it warming up everything. Lower. Inhale it up. Exhale, lower. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, lower. One more on this side. Inhale, squeeze it in. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way out to the side. Turn the toes out, heel in. And exhale it back. And lower down. Good. Okay. Left knee hugs in. Interlace the hands around the knee first. Keep the right foot flexed. Breathe here. Using the breath helps to create that fire, that warmth. Interlace the hands again behind the head. And here we go. Exhale, leg comes down. Inhale, lift it to straighten. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it all the way out to the left. Keep the foot flexed, so heels lifting up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, leg up to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, knee. Exhale, down. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, leg out to the side. Exhale, down. Good. We get one more of those. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale. And then inhale out to the side. And exhale. Good. Those knees into the chest. Ooh, just do some circles, releasing out the abdominals here. So we're back on our third piece of this informal practice. And what that is in the midst of things, this connection back to ourselves and our body. And our bodies really help ground us in the here and now. Because part of our trance, sort of we go on autopilot, is the speed with which we move. Going really fast, we're just trying to rush through things. A little less right now in COVID, but still, that same level of intensity is there. Cross at the ankles and roll over onto your hands and knees. So let's think about this as if we go half as fast, we notice twice as much, okay? So that slowing down is our informal practice. Taking it all in. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, we're gonna round the belly in as you let the head go. So just notice your cat-cow a little bit more than you might normally. Half as fast, we experience twice as much. Think about what half as fast might feel like for you. This is the opportunity that we get to really practice using our bodies here on the mat. And then we get to take it with us off the mat. Half as fast, we notice twice as much. And this concept that we are in this trance because we're just moving through things quickly without really noticing them. It's something I want us to focus on today as we move mindfully on the mat. And we're going to be building very slowly and mindfully towards a peak pose today. Half as fast to experience twice as much. Good. Next time you round through cat, let's come all the way to child's pose, but go really slowly. So one vertebrae at a time as you articulate yourself back down towards child's pose. Good. Head might find its way all the way to the mat. Arms are going to reach forward, spread through each finger. Allow the shoulders to begin to slide back down the spine. Good. Breathe here. And then we're gonna make our way up onto the hands and knees. Good. Right leg's gonna reach behind you. Flex the foot. Good. As you exhale, you're gonna bend the right knee and bring it to the right upper arm. Okay. Inhale it back. And then as you exhale it, this time you're gonna bring it out straight to the side. Inhale it back. Exhale, knee outside the arm. Inhale it back. Exhale, knee out to the right. Good. Again, inhale it back. Exhale, knee to the arm. Inhale back. Exhale, leg out to the side. So we're going to hold it here now. Right leg is going to stay out to the right. You're going to flex the foot. Work towards staying even on the two hands and the knee that's down. Half as fast, twice as much. Let's plant that right foot down to the floor. Inhale, bring the hands up to the hips. Exhale, we're gonna slide the right arm down the right leg, left arm up and over. Getting into that left side waist. And then exhale, hands and knees come to the mat. Good. Second side, left leg is gonna reach behind you, flex the foot. As you exhale, bend the left knee, bring it to the outside of the left arm. Good. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, swing it out to the left. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee outside the arm. Inhale it back. Exhale, swing it out to the left. Good. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to the outside of the arm. Inhale, behind you. Exhale, bring it out to the side. We're going to hold it here. So really flex the foot so that the heel is lifted, the toes are even in. Good. Nice. And then we're going to set that left foot to the floor, ground into the outside of the foot, bring the hands to the hips, come on up. Left arm comes down the left leg, right arm reaches up and over, look up to the sky. Maybe sliding that hand down the leg a little bit. And then float both hands back to the mat. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale, we're going to arch the spine. And let's exhale and round and come to downward dog. First one today. Half as fast, twice as much. What do you notice? Right, so we know it's this practice. This practice of noticing, of being aware of the little gifts that are occurring along the way. And when we rush through, we miss it. As you inhale, we're gonna roll forward to plank. As you exhale, we're gonna roll back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, roll forward to your plank. And exhale, roll back to downward dog. And again, inhale, roll all the way forward to plank. And exhale, roll it back to downward dog. Good. Inhale, we're going to lift the right leg nice and high. As you exhale, bend the right knee, bring it to the outside of the right arm and step the foot to the outer edge of the mat. Good, and drop your back knee. Stay high on your hands. We're going to press into the fingertips and lift the chest. So think about this as a little bit of a cobra spine. So this is going to be important for us to think about anytime we're in a lizard today. All right, so maybe you're tensing the fingertips and you're lifting the chest. 3 more breaths here. Okay, settle the hands back down. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee, so squeeze there. We're gonna float the right leg around to meet the left for a plank. And then we're gonna lower all the way to the mat. As you inhale, plant the hands and lift into a baby cobra. So we're just softly building momentum in the spine. Exhale, lower. Good. Next time we come on up, you're gonna float the forearms down. Okay, so we're gonna press into a Sphinx pose. Forearms down. Again, lift the chest. Think about those shoulder blades drawing towards each other. And then option here to curl the toes under and lift into a forearm plank. If that doesn't work for you, you can press up into any plank you want or use your knees. All right, so here we are, forearm plank. And then from here, we're gonna press into a high plank. So right hand down, left hand down. Told you we were gonna get warm today. And then roll it back to downward dog. Left leg's going to lift. Good. Bend the knee, draw it to the outside of your left arm. And then step the foot to the outer edge of the mat. And drop your back knee. Good. Keep both hands inside that front foot. But we're gonna come into the fingertips and find a little bit of a cobra spine. Good, belly is drawing in. Left knee moves in towards your midline, gaze forward. Couple more breaths here. And then we're gonna float the hands back down. We'll curl the back toes under, we'll lift the back knee. If you're ready, you're gonna come to a plank. As you exhale, we're gonna lower all the way to the mat. Use your knees if you need to. When we go half as fast, we notice twice as much. So what do you need in your body today? Inhale, little baby cobra. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale, Sphinx. So plant the forearms down and lift. Good. And then if you want to, curl the toes under, lift up into forearm plank. Good. From here, we're going to press one hand down, then the other, and exhale it back. Downward dog. Taking 5 breaths here. So this informal practice, this third piece of being present, that's the one we get to really cultivate on our mats today. So if you need to take things more slowly to notice more, child's poses there, modifying, skipping, whatever you need to do, start to walk the feet towards the hands as you travel from the back of the mat to the front of the mat. Let's bend the knees, let's line the chest on the thighs, let's hug the arms behind the thighs and shake out the head. And breathe here. Good, pressing into the feet. Good. And we're gonna slowly, slowly roll it up to standing. Bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes. Remember our mantra for our practice today. If I go half as fast, I will notice twice as much. Open your eyes. Inhale, bring the arms around and up. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your flat back, so hands to the shins or fingertips to the floor. Exhale, steps you back to high plank, holding your high plank here. Good. Exhale, lower through chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, we'll come into a high cobra or upward dog. Exhale, rolls us back, downward dog. 3, 5 breaths. And that noticing That connection to the little things that are happening around us, that's where we get those messages from the universe that we can miss if we're rushing. If we're in that trance of just going through the motions, what do we miss? Inhale, we're gonna come high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, find your flat back here. So we're gonna lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms all the way around and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Good, again, inhale to Namaskar A. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, moves you through plank chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra, lift the chest, relax your shoulders, Rebecca, good. Exhale it back, downward dog. 5 up. As we warm up the body mindfully, taking our time, we get to notice. Notice things starting to open, starting to release, letting go. Man, we're all holding on to so much right now. So give yourself this opportunity. Next, inhale, high on the toes. Next, exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, sit into your chair, Utkatasana, reach the arms up. Find the heels soft in the toes. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, moves us through plank to chaturanga. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's plant the left foot, step the right foot forward. Warrior one, 5 breaths here. So settle in, press into the back heel and big toe, and then wrap the left hip forward, arms up. Navel to spine. Good. Next, exhale, set the hands to the mat. As you inhale, feet together, plank. As you exhale, we're going to lower all the way to the mat. Flatten the feet. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sphinx pose. Good. Exhale, curl the toes under. Inhale, lift. From here, you can come up into your high plank. If not, find your way back to downward dog. We'll meet you there. Plant the right foot, step the left foot forward, 5 breaths, warrior one, inhale. Shoulders soften, bend into the front knee, lift the arms, good. Grounding into that back heel and big toe. Good, Sarah. If you can, bend into the front knee a little more, good. 2 more breaths. Half as fast, twice as much. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Inhale, step to your plank. Exhale, regular chaturanga now. Inhale, high cobra. Exhale brings you back, downward dog. Spread through those fingers, roll out through the shoulders, and then press in through your thumbs. Good. On your next inhale, we're coming high on the toes. As you exhale, we're going to hop, step, float the feet to the hands. Inhale brings you to that flat back. Exhale, we're going to fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sitting back into those heels, reaching the arms up, softening the shoulders. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, flowing through plank, chaturanga. Skip it if you need to, right? Take your time. Own your time. That is this informal third piece of being present. Plant the left foot, step the right foot forward. We're coming to warrior one. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, we're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the chest. So think about that cobra spine. Right? I told you it was going to rear its head today. So lift that gaze up to the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to fold inside the thigh or on top of it. And press again through that back foot. So don't forget about that back foot. Good. As you exhale, you're going to release the hands. Let's bring the left hand inside the right foot and float off of your back heel. You got it. Arm reaches up to the sky. Squeeze those inner thighs towards each other as you gaze up. Good. Spreading the fingers. Top hand's going to come down. All right, we're floating to a three-legged dog right now. So bring the right leg back. We're going to change up our vinyasa a little bit. So you get to choose any of the ones that we have done so far, right? Here's another one. So bend your right knee. We're going to bring it to the outside of the right arm in plank. Okay? Now we're going to do a push-up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press it up. I know, that's a fun one, right? Step it back and come into high cobra. Exhale it back, downward dog. Okay, plant the right foot, step the left foot forward. Warrior one, arms reach up. Shoulders relax, right? Let go. Nikki's still in her coat. You're the last hold that, Nick. Hands come behind, opposite threading of the hands. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the chest. Stay bent in your front knee there. Yep. And we're going to fold either on top of or inside the thigh. Arms are coming off the back. Relax the neck there. Yeah, beautiful. Breathing here. Okay, moving. Not here yet, but it's moving. Release the hands, plant the right hand inside the left foot, lift off your back heel, inside arm up to the sky. Finding a twist. So Sarah, move your arm towards the window a little more. Yep, that's kind of straight. Beautiful. Okay, left hand's gonna come down. We're floating to three-legged dog. Good. We're going to bend that left knee. We're going to bring it out to the left. We're going to bring it forward onto the upper arm and plank. If you want to, your chaturanga in here. Yep. Inhale, press it back up, and then flip the feet and come into a high cobra up dog. Exhale, booty back down or down. Fun, right? Super fun. 3 more breaths. Good. Inhale, high on the toes, please. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, we're going to find our flat back. Exhale, we're going to forward fold, head goes. Inhale, sit into your chair, Utkatasana. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen here. You decide how you get back to downward dog, whichever way you want. Just make the mindful choice, half as fast, twice as much. Inhale. We know that, right? We know those moments where we just take a step back and we realize the blessings that we have in our lives. We get to do that more when we pay attention to it. Plant the left foot, step the right foot forward. Warrior one, arms up. Good. As you exhale, we're going to interlace those hands. Good. Lift the chest as you exhale. We're going to fold inside that front thigh. Good. This time, release both hands to the inside of your right foot and lift off your back heel. If you can, you're going to drop onto your forearms. That back knee is going to stay lifted. Here we are in our first lizard today. So I want you to think about that cobra spine here. So sometimes we look down, we kind of curl up into our shell. I want you to look forward and keep the heart lifted here. Good. Squeezing that right knee in towards your shoulder. All right, staying on your forearms, we're going to come to forearm plank if that serves you. Remember, this is all optional. As you exhale, we're going to lower into Sphinx. Lift the chest. As you exhale, come all the way down. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. As you inhale, press into a high cobra, upward dog. As you exhale, back downward dog. Plant the right foot, left foot forward, warrior one, arms reach up. Oop, shedding layers here. What I like to see. Exhale, opposite interlace of the hands. Lift the chest. Exhale, we're going to fold and hinge forward. Good. Look to press into that back foot. Notice. Hands come down inside that front foot. Lift off the back heel, drop onto your forearms. Here we are in our lizard. And then lift the chest. So gaze forward. We typically look down, but look ahead of you. Right? So we're prepping for something that's going to need us to look forward. Belly draws in. Let's step to our forearm plank now. Good. And then lower the hips down, Sphinx. Inhale, chest lift. Good. Exhale, lower. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press into the tops of the feet. Maybe the knees lift for high upward dog. And we'll find our way back. Downward dog. Breathe here. Good. We're going to plant the left foot, step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Arms reach up to the sky. Inhale. Good. This time I'm going to move right into warrior two as you exhale. So press into the outer edge of your back foot. Arms are nice and strong. Good. Outer edge of the back foot. Yep. Lift through your inner arch a little bit more, Sarah, if you can. So press into the outside, like towards your pinky toe, and then lift from the inside. There you go. Beautiful. Turn your palms up to the sky. We're going to reverse the warrior. So let the arm come back, bend into the front knee a little bit. Knee moves out towards pinky toe side of the foot. Yeah, so the foot doesn't move. It's just you have a tendency to roll in. So then these guys are kind of cheating. They're not working. Good. Right forearm's going to come to right thigh. Left arm's going to reach up to the sky. So let's do some big circles. We're just going to circle it out. Left arm up and around a couple times. We're just mobilizing the shoulder. Good. And then let it find the place over the ear if you feel good about that. Bend into your right knee a little more. Half as fast, twice as much. So just soften in. Take it slow and notice what you need to know today. Hands are going to come to the hips. We're going to find our way back up. We're going to parallel the feet. Yep, so we're coming into Prasarita. Elbows are going to squeeze behind you. Look up at the little baby back bend here. And then as you fold, Hands are gonna slide down the legs, maybe grab the ankles, maybe come to the floor. Getting deep into the hamstring. So we're building towards Ekapada Kundanyasana 2, which you'll know what it is when I show you. You'll be like, oh, that's that pose. The name is quite long, but it requires flexibility in the hips, openness of the hamstrings, strength through the outside of the legs, as well as core, all the other good stuff. So we're just slowly, mindfully taking our time. Good. So from here, you're gonna walk the hands forward and parallel, bring your right foot facing forward and lift off the back heel. So here we are, we're gonna be back in lizard. So both hands to the inside. Okay. And this time we're gonna take the right arm and bring it to the outside of the foot. So your arm's gonna come underneath your knee. I'm just gonna flip this way so those guys at home can see me. Right shoulders underneath the knee. Okay. Now, for this one, we're gonna plant the back foot down. So think about the back foot like a warrior two. This might be enough, or you can try to bring your right hand to the outside of your ankle and the left hand to the inside of your ankle. Now, you're gonna lift the chest forward, okay? So press into that back foot and lift. Think about your cobra. Cobra chest, belly strong, bending into the right knee. You can just have the hands not holding on to the ankle at all if you want. Most important is that back leg grounding and the chest lifting. 2 more breaths. Half as fast, twice as much. Okay, we're gonna unwrap that. We're gonna float to 3-legged dog. So lift off your back heel, right arm comes up. Okay, right knee bends. We're bringing it onto the right. We're drawing the knee towards the upper arm. Maybe we're throwing in that push-up for anybody who wants it. Pressing back up, floating the leg back right into high cobra. And we'll meet in downward dog. Take a couple breaths here before we do the second side. So feel free to take a child's pose if you want. Good. Bring yourself back to child's, or from child's pose when you're ready to downward dog. We'll do the second side. So we're planting the right foot, stepping the left foot forward, warrior one, arms reach up. Exhale into warrior two, opening it up. Good. Good, good, Nikki. Turn your palms up to the sky. We're gonna reverse your warrior, knee moves up towards pinky toe side of the foot. Good, bend into your front knee a little more, Cam, if you can. There you go. And then left arm's gonna come to left thigh. Right arm's gonna reach up. Let's do those big circles. We're circling the arm around a couple times. Just mobilizing that shoulder even more. And then we'll find a way for it to float over the ear. Good, press through the outer edge of that back foot as you ground down into that leg. So we're strengthening that back leg. That's a foundation for us. Bring your hands back to your hips. We're gonna straighten the front leg, parallel the feet. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other, look up. Exhale, fold forward, Kazaritha, second side. Arms are gonna come off the back. Good. Sarah, just make sure your feet are parallel so they're splayed out a little. Yep. There you go. Sorry, I'm clicking on you today. And then bring your hands down to the floor. And walk them nice and far out, away from you. So like a wide-legged downward dog. Good, but keep some weight in the heels. Good, Rebecca. Nice. Heading into those hamstrings, glutes, hips, lengthening the spine. Half as fast, we notice twice as much. Start to walk the hands back, and they're gonna come forward as you turn your left foot forward and bring both hands inside the front foot. Good. So first, we're gonna ground that back foot down like a warrior two. Then we're gonna walk the left arm underneath and out to the side. So left arm's underneath your left knee, and then you get to decide if you want one or both hands to come to that ankle. And the last piece of this is that chest opening cobra situation. So you're looking forward at the floor in front of you. So notice the back leg grounding down. Notice the front knee. Notice the belly drawing in and the gaze being forward. Notice what you notice when you slow it down. 2 more breaths. Unwrap whatever you have going on. We're in our 3-legged dog, so you know what's coming. If you want to do something different, all good. Bend the left knee, bring it out to the left, bring it forward to plank. Good. If you want to try your push-up here, go for it, and then find your upward dog and downward dog. Good. 5 breaths here, so another opportunity to slow it down, take a child's pose, notice what you need to notice. The information you need to know. Good. We're going to meet at the top of the mat. So inhale high on the toes, exhale, knees bend, hop, float, step, fly, crawl, I don't care. Just get yourself to the top of the mat. Exhale, it's forward, fold at the head, hang. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. So sit into your chair. Soften the shoulders, Nikki. Good. I see them, even in that coat. I still see them. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, we'll meet in downward dog. So any of the vinyasa choices I've given you today, just choose. Slow and mindful, and choose. Good. Find your way back. Okay, we're going to plant the left foot and step the right foot forward. So warrior one, inhale the arms up. Exhale, we're going to move into warrior two. So shift front heel to line up with back heel arch. Good. Hands are going to come to the hips. You're going to straighten the front leg. We're coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So right hip drops, left hip lifts, right hand floats down the leg, left arm up. Lots of ways to do this. You can rest your hand against your leg. You can hold on to the leg. You can put your hand on a block, whatever you feel like. Okay, so from here, we're going to make our way into half moon. So bring your right hand down to a block or to the floor. I'm still using a block right now. And the left arm is going to reach up to the sky for the moment. Good. So look down for this. Usually we look up for half moon, but right now we're going to look down and forward a little bit at the floor in front of us. Hand is going to come to the hip. All right, so now you're with me. As you inhale, you're going to try to bring that left leg forward to the side. Remember how we did this on our hands and knees? And then swing it back into half moon. And again, inhale, left leg forward. I know, this is super challenging. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, swing it forward. Keep the foot flex. Good, nice, Amy. Inhale it back. One more. Exhale it out to the side. Good. Inhale back. Okay, standing split now. Good. And now that same left knee, you're going to bend it and bring it out to the side, just like we've been doing in our plank. But we're going to come up to tree. So you're going to rise up and bring that left foot into your right thigh. I know. Good. Left foot into right thigh. Ground into that big toe side of the standing foot. You want to float those arms all the way up to the sky. You got this. 2 more breaths. Good. Let's draw the knee forward, step it back into a lunge, set your hands all the way to the floor. Inhale, we're going to come back to plank. If you want a vinyasa, go for it. If not, just skip. We'll meet in downward dog. Breathe here, exhale it back. Good. Second side, plant the right foot, step the left foot forward. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, we're going to straighten that front leg, bring the hands to the hips, drop your left hip, lift your right hip, float the left arm down, let the right arm reach up to the sky. Here we are, triangle pose. Notice your inner thighs. And we're going to float from here into half moon. So first we just come into our regular half moon. Left hand down, right arm up. Maybe we gaze up to start. Lift that right leg up a little higher if you can. Flex the foot. Good. Okay, right hand comes to the hip. Gaze tracks down and a little ahead of you on the floor. Kind of like what we've been practicing. And then we're going to try to swing this right leg out to the right and then bring it back. Good. And then swing it out to the right and bring it back. So belly draws in, exhale, right leg comes forward and swing it back. Last one, I promise. Bring it forward and then step it back. All right, standing split here. Shake out the head. Shift so your lifted inner thigh squeezes towards your standing one. And then we're going to bend the right knee and bring it out to the right as we transition our way up to tree. Whew. Grounding into the left leg, hands to the heart. When you're ready, if you're ready, floating those arms up to the sky. Big toes pressing down, big toe side of your standing foot. Good, Amy. It's okay if you wiggle, just notice. We're going nice and slow today, so we can notice, can be in the moment. We can practice that here. Hands come to the heart, knee comes forward, step it back into a lunge, hands to the mat. Meeting in our downward dog. Good. Breathe here. Okay, plant the left foot, right foot forward. Warrior 1, arms reach up, inhale. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind you, roll those shoulder blades towards each other and lift. As you exhale, we're going to hinge and fold inside your front thigh, arms coming off the back, let the head hang here. Let it go. Both hands are going to come inside the right foot. We're coming into lizard pose. So shimmy back your left leg, drop onto your forearms. Yep. Good. Pressing into the hands. So for this arm balance, we really need this strengthening in the shoulders too. So that's why we're playing a little bit more with forearm today. Okay, drop your back knee for a moment and press up into the hand. Good. All right, we're gonna bring the right forearm underneath the knee, or sorry, right shoulder underneath the knee, right hand to the outside of the foot, left hand to the inside of the foot. From here, we're gonna curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. All right, so we're playing with Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. Yeah, so you're gonna lift and see if you can float this right leg more out to the side. So notice this shape. You've been in this shape a lot today. Notice my thigh is resting on my upper arm like a chaturanga arm. Gaze forward. Yes, that's it. I know. All right, so we're just practicing the first leg. If you want to try the whole thing, you need the chaturanga arm part. So remember this, right? Remember when we were doing these push-ups? That's what we were preparing for. Now, there's sort of an opportunity here. I don't want to call it cheating. It helps when you're getting used to this to use the left elbow right at the left hip. So the full pose does not have that, right? But to practice, you can walk the left arm back so that you have a little extra support. We're just going to play with that for a moment. When you've had enough, you're going to come to child's pose, okay? Whatever version of this you want to play with. You can just be in lizard, you can be in child, skip it all together. Good, good. Belly draws in. Nice, Erica. All right, downward dog. Second side. Ground the right foot, step the left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind your back, try the alternate threading of the hands. As you exhale, hinge and fold either on top of the thigh or inside it. The arms come off the back, let the head hang. Good, set the hands down inside your front foot. Lift off your back heel, drop onto your forearms and drop your back knee first, okay? So here we are in our lizard. Okay, we're gonna press up into the hands now. Left shoulder tucked underneath left knee, left hand comes to the outside of the foot. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you curl the back toes under and lift the back knee. Maybe you try to lift that left foot out to the left. Yep, so we've been playing with that action a lot. You don't have to lift the back leg at all. You can just practice with the front foot. All right. And then last piece would be lifting the right leg, okay? And you can work in any version of this that you want. Good, straightening the leg if you can, Erica. Think about that little cobra of the spine because that makes us not fall. Good, Amy. All right. Downward dog. Yep. Please. Okay. Right leg's gonna lift, and we're gonna do stargazer. So you're gonna take the right knee and bring it across to the opposite elbow and then straighten the leg. Yep. And then flatten the back foot and lift your left arm up to the sky. So lift that lower hip. Good. And then take the top hand down. We're going to float up into three-legged dog. So let me think about this. Actually, set the left foot. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So set the right foot down, lift the left leg up. Inhale. Bend the knee, bring it across towards the opposite elbow. Straighten the leg, lift the arm, stargazer. Plant that back foot. Lift here. Good. Bring that top hand down, float the leg up. Good. Set the toes down, drop onto your knees for a second. So I'm just giving you this option because we're really prepared, but you may not want to do it today, and that's totally fine. So where we're going to meet is half Hanuman, right? Knee comes forward, we shift. Here's where we're meeting today. There may be one or two of us that want to try the last version of Ekapada Kundinyasana too. It's a different way to come into it. Okay, so right leg's going to come out to the right. You start to shift forward to your plank, chaturanga, float, okay? Notice putting all the pieces together. Then we come into our half Hanuman. So if you want to go right to half Hanuman, all good. If you want to try the leg forward and then out to the side and forward, first, up to you. Same for you guys at home. So, downward dog. It's just a unique opportunity because we're so right. Yes, so putting on, yes, think about it. Knee, bend the elbows like chaturanga. You got it, Lara. Keep going, lower, lower. Yeah, there you go, squeeze. Woo. Yeah, that's it, you did it. Good, Erica, I didn't see you the whole way. Look at all my Ekapada Kundinyasana. This is awesome. What did you say? It doesn't matter. All right, half Hanuman, right leg forward. Good, flex the foot, fold over. That's as far as I can fold over today. So yeah, I'm making progress. Every week I'm getting better. So. And then we're gonna come into pigeon. So bend the right knee, right foot behind left wrist, knee behind right wrist, fold forward, let the head go. Soften into your pigeon. Breathing here. Reminding yourself to take things half as fast, to notice twice as much. So we always want to let our long-term intentions guide us, right? It's like the deepest, most important version of who we are. Our true inner self is our guide. And then we want to try to stay in our meditation practice. And it doesn't have to be sitting still in meditation. It can be walking, running, listening to music. There's lots of ways to meditate. It does not just have to be what we imagine, sitting in a seated position, meditation. But all of it is practice for the mind in mindfulness. We're taking our brain to the gym and letting it strengthen in compassion and mindfulness. But this informal practice, but in the midst of life and all the daily things, there's just this remembrance to be here. And our bodies really help us do that in such a tangible way with the breath, with our physical movements, with this practice, this asana practice. Breaks us out of our trance. Make your way back to downward dog. Shake out the right leg. So we're going to meet in half Hanuman, right? Left knee forward, step the foot, drop the back knee, shift. But if anybody wants to try the Ekapada, first, you're lifting the left leg, you're bringing it out to the left. You're shifting all the way forward to a plank and then to a chaturanga, right? Go back. The momentum helps us sometimes. We just don't get caught up in the mechanics of it as much. Good job. Meeting in half Hanuman. Breathe here. And then find your way into pigeon. So walk the left foot across. Fold over. Let the head come down. Soften here. We know, right? Pigeon teaches us this because we are slowing down and then we notice so much. What we hold on to in our hips, physically and emotionally, this is our time. Half as fast, we notice twice as much. And then let's press into the hands and come back into your three-legged dog. Just shake out your left leg. Good. And then we're going to make our way through to seated. So come to your seated position. Good. Straight leg. Let's find a nice Paschimottanasana forward bend. So inhale, let the arms reach up, let the shoulders soften. Hinge and fold. Grabbing what might be available. Think about one long line from head to tail. Maybe grab your ankles today, Lara. Yeah, your back's tight. Inhale, make your way back up. Let's bend the knees, plant the feet, roll slowly onto your back. Good. Keep the knees bent, keep the feet planted. We're gonna do 2 back bends. So bridge maybe, or if you feel like working into a full Urdhva, it's up to you, but feet stuck right underneath the knees, pressing into whatever version of a back bend you want. Good. Ground into the feet. There you go. Just parallel your feet a little. You got it. Good. Breathe here. Imagine you have a block between your thighs, so you're keeping your thighs parallel. Good. Nice, Kim. Beautiful, Urdhva. Make sure you're squeezing in through those inner thighs. And then slowly lower that down. We're going to do another one. So when you're ready, come back up. Could be the same. Just walk your feet back one step, Laura. Give it the other direction. Yeah, there you go. Good. when you're coming up, just make sure you're pressing all the way into the palms of your hands so you're not overstressing your wrists. Slowly lower everything down. Okay. Just bring your knees into your chest. Just wiggle from side to side. Okay. And then we're going to let the left leg come all the way to the floor and hug the right knee in. Flexing both feet. And then we're going to straighten the right leg and bring your hands behind your thigh. So interlace your hands behind your thigh. So we're actually going to slide them all the way up on your thigh as close to your butt as you can. And you're going to press your thigh into your hands into your thigh. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just releasing out the hamstring. Then we're going to slide about halfway down the thigh. Press thigh into hand, hand into thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slide your hands down right above your knee joint. Press thigh into hands, hands into thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the right knee into your chest. We're going to float the knee all the way across. Arms come in a T, gaze over your right shoulder. If you want to do anything else with that right leg, you want to straighten it, whatever you want to do with it, all good. Just come into your version of spinal twist. Good. Bring the knees back. So lower your right leg all the way down and lift your left knee up. Straighten the legs, interlace the hands behind you. Bring your hands all the way up on your thigh, as close to your butt as you can. And keep the left foot flexed. Press thigh into hands, hands into thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide halfway down the thigh again. Press into the hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then all the way just above your knee, the back of your knee. Press into the hands, hands into thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the left knee, draw it all the way across. Come into that right hip joint or right hip bone, and then look over your left shoulder, finding your twist. Breathing here. And bring your gaze back, draw both knees into your chest. You're going to bring your knees out to the side, grab the outsides of your feet with your hands, happy baby pose. Just sway from side to side. Good. Maybe you could work towards straightening the legs out to the side if you want to try that. Yeah. And then draw your knees to center. Slowly lower your legs down to the floor. We're coming into our rest. So get nice and comfy, cozy as you settle into your rest. So this is part of our formal practice, right? These moments of meditation where we are strengthening the mind in the areas of mindfulness and compassion. That's why sometimes this meditation can be tiring, right? Because we are actually working into the neurology of the brain. We are firing up certain patterns, changing the way we see the world. It's not just about the to-do list, it's about the to-be list. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Let your arms reach all the way back behind you and stretch. Take your time, right? Half as fast. Draw your knees into your chest. We're going to slowly roll onto our right side and we're going to stay for a moment. Perhaps the silver lining of this time is that we've been forced to slow down in many ways. We get to take that practice into the mind. Make your way up to a comfortable seated position and bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes. And soften into the space. Listen to the sounds around you. Here for us, it's the train. And then bring your hands to your third eye. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale it out through the mouth and fold over. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Perfect timing. Great practice today. So proud of you guys. Good. I'm glad. Thank you. What did you say? Like, in what way?